Extra large.
100%.
Yeah, today is a remarkably phenomenal day as we gather here to announce the kickoff of a 90-day long celebration of the World Agritourism Festival. Of course, proudly powered by Xtralarge Farms and Resorts. In our over 1.5 decade in the agri value chain and space, we have watched events unfold, many of which are gradually leading to the collapse of the art of agriculture if care is not taken. And we asked ourselves, what exactly is the issue? Why are so many people running away from farming? Why is the cost of food products, on an alarmingly increasingly rate? You know, why have most of our youth and even the older generation decide to abandon agriculture in pursuit of other businesses? And the answers are not far-fetched. It's the challenges, the pains, the struggles, the losses, the hard, tedious, and boring look that agriculture in our nation is wearing today. An apparel that epitomizes poverty. When you think of a farmer, you just think he's poor. Hopelessness, insecurity, and hardship. And if we watch on like this, there's going to be a very big problem with food security as it's already looming in our nation today. What can we do to salvage this situation? We said to ourselves at Xtralarge Farms. We can rebrand agriculture. We can wear a new apparel for it. We can make it fun. Like we always say, farming naturally sounds boring. It's a boring business. You just wake up and all you see is just plants and animals and everything. But a lot of people want to see more than that. They love farming, but they still love fun. So we want to make people proud to be identified as farmers. We want to promote farm stays and visits, train the younger ones, make it profitable and less stressful. And that is why we are all gathered here today. We at Xtralarge Farms have put it upon ourselves to champion this cause, lead the revolution. It's a revolution we're leading here. And for the rebranding of sustainable agriculture in Nigeria through tourism. As we drive the campaign around the world, especially to our people in the diaspora. So apart from all of us in Nigeria, what can we also do to Africans, Nigerians who are in other parts of the world? Let's also call their attention back home through tourism in agriculture. This movement will encourage active participation of more people in the sector, provide better enabling environment for farmers, improve the quality of the lives of these farmers, as most farmers are living a very impoverished life presently, provide more jobs, generate more wealth, and at the end of the day, increase food production and security in our nation, and of course, have a positive effect on our economy. These are part of the sustainable goals of the United Nations, and we are here to lend a voice to that. We are glad to pioneer this course. We are glad to pioneer this course. We are proud to lead the path as others join us. We are confident that with the support of all our people across the world, all non-governmental and government agencies, we shall all get there. Dear Petoki Nigerians across the globe, we present to you a 90-day long celebration, the first of its kind anywhere in the world, the World Agritourism Festival of 2022.
100%.
Like I said before, it's a 90-day long celebration, which gives us the opportunity to be able to celebrate it very well, and it's directly themed at promoting sustainable agriculture through tourism. There is this funny one about agriculture. When you take agric to a side, then you see culture. So that means we can even promote agric with the culture. So we are bringing the culture inside agric that has been dormant, over the years. This festival comprises of 4 virtual summits. Presently, thankfully, we have quite a number of speakers from within and outside the nation. We have quite a lot of very esteemed speakers from the United Kingdom, from Canada, from the US, from Dubai, and many parts of the world. So we're going to be having four virtual summits. And what are we talking about in all these summits? How can we continue to promote sustainable, profitable, attractive, fun agriculture through tourism? In these sessions, we're also going to have two road shows. Now, Extra Large Farms and Resorts is actually located on the border of Ogun State. We are very close to Lagos. We are at Ogun. So we're going to have two road shows where we are having a match of minimum 1,000 young people all coming out to lend a voice to promote sustainable agriculture through tourism. We are also going to have one agritourism conference and expo, plus an award ceremony for all the people who are promoting agriculture, both home and abroad. That is coming up on the 14th of June at Marriott Hotels in Lagos 2025. We shall be having 4 farm stays. That's like the most exciting one for us, because we're going to be bringing people from all walks of life, career people. So you end up seeing a musician who is proud to be identified as a farmer. You see a doctor who will be at the farm stays and he will be proud to be identified as a farmer. You see the big people in government who will be proud to come out and say, I'm farming, I'm lending a voice to these bankers, lawyers, different career people all coming together during the farm stays. And guess what? We're going to make them stay in the farm, on the farm, for minimum 3 days. In this, thank you very much. In the period of these 3 days, we are going to actually farm. So no matter how big you are, no matter highly placed you are, your hands will be dirty. Because at Xtralarge, we always say that dirty hands produces clean money. So we will make you farm, even though we have designed a softer way, for people to actually farm, which we're going to do by the sack farming. So every participant is going to actually farm and are going to be inducted into the family of farmers at Xtralarge all over the world, and are also going to be presented with a certificate of induction as agritourism lovers of Nigeria. Furthermore, in our over 15 years, going to 18 presently now, of farming, we discovered that most farmers, especially in this part of the world, do not really get adequately rewarded for their labor. The market determines the price of the product. And most times they are at the mercy of the interlopers and everything. So we are promoting this agritourism further, even into the marketplace. And we are going to the local village markets. We're going to do 4 farmers market solidarity shows, whereby we shall be storming the market unawares. We shall be having the opportunity to meet with farmers, in those places, and try no matter how little we can, to adequately reward them for their labor. So every time you buy 1 tuber of yam for 5,000 naira in the market, you can be rest assured that tuber of yam didn't leave the farm for 5,000. There is a lot of, change of hands and everything that went into play, especially with the interlopers, before that yam became 5,000. Don't be surprised that it actually left the farm for 1,005. So if the farmer left the yam for 1,005 and is selling in the market for 5,000, how can that farmer ever be rich? So we are trying to encourage the farmers, especially the local ones who feel that nobody is hearing their voices, and we are going to be rewarding them for the labor. At least, let's celebrate these farmers for once. We're also going to be having, I mentioned the road shows, 2 road shows. There's going to be one major road show in Lagos State, and there's one also to happen in Ogun State. And we are praying, we're already having some green light from the Lagos and the Ogun State government, but we are using this opportunity to please seek for more support so that when we call on you to support us for all these things that we are doing towards agriculture, we can be rest assured that you will be able to help us. Of course, we can trust our ever dependable Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State. We can also trust our ever dynamic Gen Z Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. And of course, even our president and the first lady, uh, Excellency Senator Remi Tinubu, she's been doing a lot lately, trying to, saying, oh, everybody should have a garden in their home and all that. So we're going to see how we can approach them and seek for support to ensure that all these dreams come true. We are also bent on training minimum 10,000 people at no cost in easy and simple ways that they can practice sustainable agriculture. Things that you can start, thank you very much. Things that you can start from your backyard, from your home, easy ways of farming. I even want to use this opportunity to challenge our religious bodies, to challenge all school owners. You have too much of space in all these places. We can put these places to use. Once you give us the opportunity to train people within your organization, then let everybody have a farm. Who says that one day, like we have our sanitization program, I think it's on Thursday or something that we have it, who says the government cannot declare a day, maybe a Saturday, 2-3 hours every Saturday, let everybody go to farm? Little drops, they say, makes a mighty ocean. And by the time we start doing this thing little by little, and when we talk about the farm, it's not the far place, one bush, one forest like that. That farm that you can start nurturing from your backyard, from your balcony, the roads leading into your estate. There are so many spaces in our churches and mosques. We can put them to use. There are a lot of spaces in our schools. Companies have a lot of space for gardening. Let's not garden. Let's farm. Let those flowers become plants that are edible, and things will become better. So we're going to be having hands-on training in 30 different organizations, schools, and setups. Presently, we have two collaborations with some of our leading universities in Nigeria who have beckoned on us to come and, train even the undergraduates in the school and see how we can promote this better. All these are geared to reach out to minimum 1 million Nigerians joining the revolution and campaign for sustainable agriculture via tourism. So somebody is not going to be at any of our conferences, someone is not going to be at the farm stage, somebody will not join us in the summit, but you can join the revolution online. Let us know that let's feel your pulse. Let's know that you love and support what we are doing. We are hopeful of great collaborations, partnerships, and sponsorship from private individuals, corporate establishments, government agencies, philanthropists, and indeed everyone who loves agriculture. We have already started receiving green lights and encouragements from the corridors of power, both locally and internationally, and we pray for more. The event will officially kick off on the 16th of May, which is the World Agritourism Day. And then we are going to run it through till the 12th of August 2025 to complete our 90-day cycle. The Grand Expo and Conference will hold at Marriott Hotels in Lagos on the 14th of June, Saturday, 2025. And other activities spread over the 90 days period will be available on the official website of this World Agritourism Festival at agtfestival.xtralargeresorts.com. We solicit for support and encouragement from the public and private sector by joining us in this revolution on all our social media handles, and most importantly, partaking in the farm stays, where we shall be training over 10,000 people about different sustainable agri techniques and practices. We at Xtralarge Farms and Resorts, we have set a pace. We have created a road path by establishing the biggest luxury farm resort in Nigeria, Xtralarge Farms and Resorts. It's situated along Ota Idiroko Road of Ogun State. It's a very rural farm settlement, but with a touch of international hospitality, where we are promoting farm stays, holidays, retreats, corporate and individual holidays right inside the farm. So it's 1 minute you're in the farm, another second you are in luxury. So we have a combination of everything right inside the farm resort. This alone has birthed thousands of farm enthusiasts and farmers in training within the last 2 years. We opened the resort up for school excursions as well in order to implant the dream of agriculture in the minds of the young ones. When they come for their school excursions, you see them, they're so happy, they're so excited. As a matter of fact, most of the children don't want to go back home. Today, we are achieving a great level of success because right inside the farm, weddings are now taking place. Who does that? Who has a wedding? That's the power of agritourism. Who has a wedding in a farm? Who holds a birthday party in a farm? Who brings a corporate training of world-class organizations right into a farm? An experience that subtly implants the love for agriculture in the minds of all our guests. A lot of our farm vacationers end up starting their own farms after their first visit, because when you come for any holiday or any stay at the farm resort, we ensure that you are taken to the farm. You are able to experience, feed the cattle, feed the rabbits, play with the ostriches, go to the vegetable section, see how we produce palm oil, see how we produce gari. You have a first-hand experience with nature, and it subtly registers the love and rekindles the love for agriculture in your heart. It's our joy. It's our dream come true. And with a little more effort, we can spread this around the globe. So, help spread the word. Join the movement. Attend these events, the 90-day long celebration of the World Agritourism Festival. Attend it. You have so many options. You can join virtually, you can join the conference, you can be there at the farm stays, and you can join us for the road shows, you can join us for the solidarity work at the local markets. You can also sponsor us. We are just running this on our own. We are not on any bank loan. We are not receiving any funding from any organization. We are just doing it because of the passion that we have. So somebody is watching us right there. You like to be a partner of what we're doing. You'd like to sponsor us in any form. You'd like to collaborate with us to make this a reality and take Nigeria to the world stage through agritourism. You are welcome. Like the name implies, it says it's the World Agritourism Festival, powered by Xtralarge Farms and Resorts. So it's not only a Nigerian thing. Presently, we have already confirmed about 3 or 4 speakers who are even coming from other nations, to lend their voice to what we're doing in Nigeria about this festival. The second edition of this World Agritourism Festival is coming up in the United Kingdom by October this year. Another one is coming up in Canada in March 2026. The next one is coming up in July in Australia in 2026. Then we have the Dubai and the Central Europe edition, all within the next 1 year. A total of 5 countries in 5 continents within the next 1 year. All we are just saying, let's promote sustainable agriculture through tourism. If agriculture can be adorned in a new apparel through tourism, a lot of people will be attracted into it, and it will make the world a better place for all of us. Together, we can. Thank you.
We have to continue to make sure that agritourism is always the way forward, because there are so many children that we have, so many grown-ups. When they come to the resort, And they say, oh, I want to pluck cassava on the tree. That's the best they know until we show them where cassavas are always lying under the soil, and then you can uproot it. Many people are waiting. Now, the African way of farming is different from the Europeans' way of farming or the Americans' way of farming, some other part of the world. So let us show the African way of farming. And don't ever forget, everybody wants to learn one thing or the other when they come to a different place. For people who go to places like Japan, they want to eat with chopstick. If you bring chopstick here, they will use it to flog a child who does not listen to the parent. But that's what they do with chopstick, and then in chopstick we use it to eat. But here we play with it. So let us teach everyone. There's always one thing we have. Now I say more than one because we have in Africa we have the sun, and then we have God. The sun for agriculture and God to help us. It's time for us, every one of us, to come together and then show the whole world what we've got. We may not have all the technology, we may not have all the new ways of doing agriculture, but what we have, many people are ready to see it. Agriculture is the next phase of Africa.
Why is it that today, do you know that many of the farmers that we call upon, even from the rural areas, and some from our neighboring African countries, today they no longer want to work at the farm. They prefer to be motorbike riders, and all that. We are gradually losing it. Everybody has to wake up and do this. So our experience inspired this. Because we said, okay, if we are going through this much, but we are resilient, we are focused, we know that it will be better. Let's just keep going on. But not so many people are able to continue like that. So that was what brought out the idea of let's wear a new apparel for agriculture. Let's make it fun and attractive. Let's bring some life into it so that people that are coming into it will also be able to, stay longer. Let it not be that somebody just farms for once and that's the end of the show. So what we've also done in the past is that we have created not only a community of people who love to farm. So we train people, we bring people to our farms and all that. But we've also created a community of people who have value for healthy living. Healthy living by healthy eating. So that helps us to be able to balance the equation so that as the food are coming from the farm is going straight to the table of the people in this community. And of course, we know the community, they have their friends, their colleagues, and it helps us to spread, that further. So for us as an organization, we almost do not experience the farm waste because everything that we are producing is already ordered. We produce, we struggle to meet up with the demand. So the food is not really out there to go and stay on the shelves or in the market to the extent of getting wasted. As we are producing this thing, the people that are going to eat it, not even just to buy, they are already in place. And those are the simple techniques that we want to teach farmers. Don't go to the market. I always say in most of my presentation when I have the opportunity that the farmer who will go to farm to go and produce, to go and cultivate whatever in the name of harvesting and taking it to the market to sell will die as a poor farmer. But the farmer who has already performed his due diligence, has done his market research and everything, knows how to sell whatever he wants to sell, even before cultivating the farm, that farmer is going to be successful. So it helps us to eliminate waste, at least to a very great percentage. And it will lead to profitability of farmers and improve the quality of lives that the farmers also want to live. Locally, one of the things that we are doing now at Xtralarge is we are promoting exchange programs within Nigeria and foreign nations, where people can come from the likes of UK, Canada, and everywhere and come and see how we do farming in Nigeria. You know, many of those people are amazed. We are the ones that sees it as suffering. They love it. They want to experience. They want to see how you. Why are you people farming with cutlasses and hoes? Why are you not using the tractors? They want to experience it. Meanwhile, there are some people here over in Africa who have never seen mechanized farming at its best. So we are able to organize exchange programs between farms in Nigeria and farms abroad. You know, that alone is going to bring in a lot of tourism revenue into the country. Apart from that, like I said, we are promoting farm stays and we are pushing this a lot to the Nigerians and Africans in the diaspora so that people can now come home. They can have a reason to come home. And then when you're coming home, you are staying, visiting the farms, having days, for your farm stays and your holidays, and that will definitely have a positive effect on our GDP and on the economy generally. So we are working a lot on how agriculture can be made easier with the use of technology. And like I said in the question that the woman from Vanguard asked, how to control the farm waste. So we are teaching people simple, very simple but proven techniques of how that you don't need to farm and look for market. You can create your market down before farming. That is going to reduce drastically the level of waste. We are also promoting food fairs, food days in different communities with different religious bodies across the nation and in the world so that farmers can be able to access the consumers directly. By the time we're able to achieve that, a lot of profit that is lost to the interlopers would be given back to the farmers directly. Like I stated in the case of a tuber of yam leaving the farm for 1,005 and it's being sold in the open market for 5,000. So when we create opportunities for the farmers to meet with the consumer, this yam is now 3,005. Definitely the farmer already got more value than losing the entire 3,005 to the value chain, the middlemen, and all that. This alone, why ask yourself, why do people prefer tech to agriculture? Number one is the reward. It's not rewarding. So the moment you are able to make it rewarding, if there's enough compensation for the hard labor that you're going through, you will still stay in. But when you have to go through all the hard labor and there's still no adequate compensation or reward for what you're doing, you're bent to back out. We like to openly appreciate the Nigerian and Diaspora Commission headed by Honorable Abike Dabire Rewa. She has been of tremendous support in her own personal capacity and even vouching for more support through the Nigerian Diaspora Commission. We really do appreciate. We also want to, thank you. We want to appreciate, and she has promised us to be there, to speak at on the conference day on the 14th of June. We thank you very much. We want to appreciate also the support we received from Ambassador Bolaji Akeremi of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We do appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. We want to appreciate the support that we have gotten from the Ogun State Governor and his wife, Governor Dakwa Abiodun, and the First Lady, Dr. Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun. We really appreciate you, ma'am. We are thanking in advance for the support we're going to get from Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State. Thank you so much, sir. We also want to appreciate our very able, dynamic, beautiful, and wonderful Minister of Arts, Culture, Tourism, and Creative, Honorable Hanatu Musawa. Thank you so much, ma'am. We appreciate you. We want to say a big thank you also to the Ministry of Agriculture, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture. We want to say a very big thank you also to the Nigerian Exports Promotion Council. They appreciate you. We want to thank some of individual private companies who have already said, oh, we are in this together and we must do this together. Thank you, everybody. And on the foreign space, we want to thank some of the support we're already getting from the Nigerian British Chamber of Commerce. We want to thank God for the collaboration we're having with the Lagos Chamber of Commerce. We want to thank God for the support we are getting from the Ministry of Tourism of Kenya. In fact, they're sending a delegation to Nigeria to attend this event. We want to say a very big thank you in advance to the First Lady of Sierra Leone, who has promised us that wherever you're pushing this to, we will be there together. We want to say a very big thank you to some universities as well. We would not want to mention their names yet. I want to say a very big thank you to some support we're getting from some religious bodies already, and they're saying, yes, this is the right time. We have to push this hard. And I want to say a very special thank you to our Gen Z nation. Without Gen Z in Nigeria, you are nowhere. They're already saying, yes, we are there. Like for the road show, we're putting together 1,000 young people who will be on the street and are just marching and saying, yes, we can. Agritourism is the way. Let's go do this.
Agriculture has come of age. Let's not forget as I round up. Um, when you want to be a farmer, it's a profession that you must really learn. There are things you do because somebody spoke about things not getting spoiled. It's a process. Our farm is almost a zero waste farm. Almost a zero waste because what you think is wasted is being utilized, reutilized. Think of something that is a waste, and I will tell you how we utilize it. You say, oh, when I go to toilet, you have added to our manure. Just make sure you don't go. If you go, we will use it to refertilize our land. So nothing is a waste. Now, because gone are the days of using chemical fertilizers, they don't enrich the soil and they do more harm because they have residual effect on the plants. So agriculture has come of age. As we go ahead to start a different course and the tourism aspect of it, when you come to the resort, you really enjoy your stay because the air is fresh. I mean, fresh, fresh. And everything, you get fresh air. I was in Lagos some times ago. The air is fresh, but it's fresher somewhere because when you're in the bush, it's fresher in the bush. So, thank you, everybody. Uh, I want to advise get a holiday, even if it is one day, then you'll be able to see what we're talking about. Thank you so very much.